Yo, what up? It's Destructive Films, and we are in the 203 Studios content room with my boy Mindoff.
What's cracking, baby?
So, earlier on Instagram, I tapped in on my stories and I said, yo, if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna pull up on Mindoff and we're gonna answer them for you. So we got a couple.
Let's go.
A couple.
I'm excited to see what you guys are asking.
All right, let's run it. Most of them are for you, to be honest.
Most of them are
Nobody had questions for me. They were all questions for you.
Well, that's what you said. That's what you said. You said if you have questions for Mindoff.
Oh, shit. I did put it like that.
Yeah, see?
All right, then. Let's see. What? I don't know. Should I put their Instagrams up?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. Alex805. What was your longest studio session?
That's got to be with the Slump Boys.
How long?
Gotta be with the Slump Boys. I think we had a 12-hour session one time. Straight. Those boys be working.
Damn.
Those boys be working. And you know what their strategy is that I think a lot of guys should pick up on is that they all pitch in for a studio session. So, you know, even though it's like 12 hours, if you divide that up between 4 people, suddenly that's affordable.
Right.
And then the good thing about that is that you know, maybe like, so with the Slump Boys, Shoes doing a song for 2-3 hours, Mackey's doing a song for 2-3 hours, Mo Licks, Sabi, and then they'll all do one together. So, you know, each one of them gets to take a break at some point. You know, if it's one person with even a 4-hour session, 6-hour session, they their attention span tends to start to dip and the quality kind of dips.
That's really smart.
Yeah. When you get a lot of people and you all come together, you guys can take your breaks and the quality seems to, like, you know, ride all the way through good.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that because I do see some people put up 3-4 heads, you know, and they're all on tracks. And
right.
I mean, split, it ain't really that much, you know, and you guys all get to work and grind and
right.
And they get to get some work done, you know,
and have fun. And have fun. You got all the boys, you got everybody there. It's a good time.
And everybody's pushing each other, probably a little bit more effective too. Because, on to the next one. I would describe the most challenging production problem that you faced.
I mean, problem in general, the biggest problem I ever had was, here is a tip. If you are running a studio and, a new iOS update, don't update your computer. It will ruin all your sessions that day if you're lucky. Damn. If you're lucky. Normally, it might ruin all the sessions for a few days because all of a sudden, a lot of the plugins aren't compatible with the iOS update. All of a sudden, Pro Tools might not be compatible. So that's the biggest problem I've ever, you know, had to face.
How'd you deal with it? How'd you have to handle that?
Back in the day, we had to fucking find a way to downgrade the iOS to go back to the original one.
On the spot?
It took 4 days.
Damn.
4 days. So never do that. I'll wait usually a year before I even update my iOS. I'm on Ventura right now.
Damn.
Yeah. So don't ever do that if you got someone coming in to pay money, because you are not gonna be able to charge them. You're not gonna be able to work.
This is an interesting one right here. How did Mindoff and Destructive meet? What's your memory on that? I have my memory on that. But maybe it's different. I don't know.
I remember meeting you in the parking lot.
Where?
For the first time at my old studio.
Uh-huh.
You came, you showed up. I remember you had the fresh tattoo on your legs.
Oh, shit.
And it was with Oxnard Pugs.
Oh, I have one before that.
Really?
I have one even before that, yeah. And I had to think about this one because I got to see the question first.
Uh-huh.
So I remember years ago, it was at the studio, but the first time, like, I would hear about you a lot, but I didn't know who you were. I never met you, you know? And then, so I was doing a video for Esparza.
Oh,
yeah, he made music for a little bit.
Oh, that's right. And you brought that Bluetooth speaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Esparza brought me over to the studio. He booked some studio time, and then we were shooting inside the studio, and that was the first time that I met you. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe I'm confusing because I remember meeting you for the first time in the parking lot.
Yeah, like officially, like when I'm there to work. Yeah, probably. Yeah. But like,
I mean, it was probably that session though. Because I remember you saying like us introducing ourselves, and you said that you heard about me. I said I heard about you because I seen all your videos with Triangle Destructive Films.
Oh yeah.
Boom, you know,
My old logo.
Yeah.
But that's my furthest memory that I have right there. And it was cool. And then after that, I kept getting like artists like having me shoot right there with you.
Yeah.
And then be like, what's up? We're here again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna set up the mic and do whatever, you know.
You know what? Interesting enough, though, like throughout my career, us teaming together has always been responsible for like the biggest growth moments for me, anyways.
Damn.
So I remember when you first hit me up to do an interview with you.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was like, I was like fresh out of a relationship, moved back in with my dad. And I was like, at the time, my ex was trying to get me to do another like kind of normal job while I did the studio.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work out. And so I moved back in with my dad. I was paying less in rent. And I was like, I'm going to try to make this work. And right at that time, you invited me to go on. And that interview, plus me being in the studio as much as I possibly could, because I didn't have other obligations, took me from part-time to full-time.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, and I know it was that interview.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those times.
You had me drinking. Was it what I showed up to your apartment? What was it? Was it Jack Daniels or was it Hennessy?
It was probably Henny.
It was Henny.
Yeah, I was big on getting everybody faded off of Henny.
I was faded in that interview. I was faded. I drank too much, but it worked out.
You know what? I got to do like 3 or 4 interviews right there in the apartment.
Yeah.
And one of the last ones was the Goonie Crew. It was Rings and Amps.
I love those shows.
And I got them faded too.
Too faded?
Yeah, too faded to the point that the episode never came out. You know? Yeah, but after that, I was like, you know what? That was a learning lesson for me. I probably shouldn't be doing that.
It's tempting to do it. I mean, you know.
But you know what? And also in those times, like I was like way more nervous on camera. So even for me, I felt like I needed it.
Right.
And they definitely needed it. I definitely needed it to be like just chopping it up on camera. So it was like natural.
Right. There's a sweet spot, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But the second, if you're nervous and you're too drunk, it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Because now you're like overthinking and all this stuff and all kinds of things. But it's like now you get used to it. At the end of the day, we're just having a conversation. You know?
Right. Just let it flow. Yep. Let it flow. Let it flow.
What's your dream artist that you would like to record, mix, and master for? Do you have one?
Let's do an Alive and Dead.
What was it?
An Alive and Dead. Like dream, because it's a dream. This is like, you know, no limits, because dreams are limitless. So a dream artist that's alive and just dream artist that's like in general in history.
Okay. Alive. Let's go with Alive.
Okay. So first Alive.
Somebody that we can get up in here.
Honestly, it's 2. I would have to put Anderson .Paak above my number 2, which is Daniel Caesar. Anderson .Paak because he's 805. He's I think probably the most talented person in the scene because he plays drums like a motherfucker. He has an amazing vocal tone, which is kind of my main reason. His flows, because he's a drummer, are incredible. They're fresh. The groove is always on point. And he just seems like a nice, fun guy. I don't want to someone could be super talented, but if they're not like fun to work with, it's going to be a pain in the ass, shitty ass fucking session, you know?
I've seen his performances on YouTube and it looks like he puts on like a show.
He's one of the best.
You know, so he's like a true like artist all around.
True
like,
artist, true musician.
Yeah, so that's pretty fucking tight.
And then number 2, Daniel Caesar, just because I think he has the best tone in the world, personally. I think his vocal tone is like rich, full, you know, his normal kind of like more lower tone, and then his falsetto is just so crispy, so beautiful, so intimate. I mean, it's no wonder why.
Who is he like?
Daniel Caesar. Yeah, he's way up there.
Yeah.
He's from Canada. He's this black kid from Canada, and he has this album called Freudian. I mean, I know a lot of people watching here have fallen in love and broken up to that album, Freudian. I know I have a few times. That album is, honestly, Freudian, I'll put that up in my top 5 albums of all time. One of the greatest albums of all time.
This is a really good question right here that we got up next.
Let's go.
This person said, are you guys competitive with the rest of the 805 people that do what you guys do? Boom. That's a solid question right there.
What you think? What you think?
I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't put myself like, yo, I'm in competition with them or whatever. Like, props to them.
Yeah.
Like, all success to them. We're all 805ers at the end of the day, and we're all trying to come up, you know. But so it's never like, you know,
it's malice.
Yeah, it's never like
friendly.
Yo, they're nah, not at all. You know, matter of fact, shout out to all of them, and that's pretty much how I view it. Like,
right.
You know, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked all the time about like the point of the content house and like the point of the studio, and our other ambitions is to bring everybody up. You know, like a rising tide raises all ships. So yeah, we're competitive. Like, we want to be innovating,
right.
But we would never wish ill on, you know.
One thing about me, like my whole entire life, is like I just always been tunnel vision on what I have going on.
Right.
So much that I never pay attention too much to the outside.
Right.
You know, because it takes away from what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. You know, it takes space in your brain, like thinking about, oh, this person's doing that person's doing that. So I really honestly don't even think about that type of stuff.
Right. Yeah, because if you're consumed with the thought of what other people are doing too much, you would just will be behind because you're observing what they're doing and reacting.
Right.
One of the biggest like lessons in my life is when I used to be on the swim team. I was really competitive with swimming. I was 4-year varsity when I was younger. And I remember my varsity coach one year, he told me, he's like, Alec, I was the top breaststroker in my school. What's right below senior? Junior. My junior year. And I was racing. And after the race, I lost. I got second. And my coach was like, Alec, the whole time you'd come up for a breath and look over.
Oh, shit.
At the person you were racing. And he's like, you have to keep your head down. It's just do the best that you can and go as fast as you can. You do not look at the other person. And that was a big lesson for me, you know? And so ever since then, I keep my head down and I go forward. Don't look over, at least not too much. You know?
Right. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. That was hard. I don't know what this guy means by this. Because Lamborghini or strawberry. I don't know what that.
Well, wait, let's get the at. What's the at?
El Sueño.
El Sueño. He says Lamborghini or strawberry.
Yeah, you know what that means?
Let's try to think here. This is like metaphorical.
I would love to eat a strawberry and a Lamborghini. That's
this is like literary analysis right now. I'm picturing it as money or organic wholesomeness.
Or you just fucking with us.
I'm going to say strawberry. Oxnard, you know, we home of the strawberries. I'm going to pick some real organic beauty, nature over a Lamborghini any fucking day.
Damn, that's what's up.
Come on.
That's pretty much it. You got anything you want to chop it up about mine up before we
tell me about your day. What'd you do today?
Today has been nothing but editing for me. I just been on the go. Like, I've been so obsessed like lately with like just creating content. I've been excited, you know, about the new room that I finally, it's like my playground, you know, because you have your playground.
I know. I knew that. And I saw like you guys like Destructive. Like, I just noticed a little, and he's like super excited getting this going. And I was so happy for him because like, I know like we put so much effort into the studio and we got that going. And so it's great now that you have your space to be proud of and to be creative in. And that's important. You know, we're a team and both of it combined makes it so much more powerful than the parts. The sum is more powerful than the parts.
Yeah. You know? And I can't wait for everybody to come through and just check it out and create some content in here and get you guys on a podcast with us, get you guys on an interview with us, you know, and all of the above. You know, at the end of the day, we do this for you guys, you know, so we can all grow together and level up together.
That's right. That's right.
As a whole unit, as a whole 805 unit. So let's get this shit cracking. Let's move.
Right. And you know what? In the comments, tell us what kind of content would you like to see from us. We want to hear from you guys. Like, what do you want to see us talking about, doing? Something that me and Destructive have been thinking about is doing some kind of live show.
I would love to go live on YouTube. Yeah. But I would also like to know, would you guys is that something you guys are interested? Would you guys log in? You know, get some of you guys guests to come through and let's go live on YouTube, you know?
Yep.
So let us know how you feel about that, but we definitely like to pursue that.
Yeah. Please comment below. Tell us what you want.
Yes, sir. So we'll see you on the next one. There's Destructive Films.
Mind off.
Let's get it. 203 Studios. We'll catch you on the next one.